One thing you'll notice that wherever you'll find one of our masjids, you'll find hope. You'll find people entering Islam, people that were former addicted to this, or people who didn't grow up with their both parents, or in many cases never knew their parents. And so you will see that Islam provides, healing, and it provides a social solution. The comments that were made concerning African American Muslims being nothing but mere criminals, this is an outrage. The fact that people would enter into prison as Christians convicted of crimes and realizing that Christianity did not provide a solution for the problems of their life, that they found in prison Islam, which provided peace and an alternative and a better solution. So this is preposterous. And to merely state that all of the African American Muslims are members of crime and etc. is, again, it's outrageous. It is highly offensive to Muslims. People such as myself never ever was involved in crimes and gangs, etc. I was a United States Marine. After this, I was employed by the Federal Bureau of Prisons as a senior officer specialist, prison guard, and where I embraced Islam, although my father, Allah give him paradise, was Muslim. Well, I embraced Islam under the instruction of Sheikh Ishaq Abdul Hafiz, many years ago, as we were the first Muslims that were employed in the Federal Bureau of Prisons. So I left employment on the Federal Bureau of Prisons in '95 to pursue an education that ended in 2004, that took me to Syria, to Jordan, Great Britain, and also studies here. So again, we have many Muslims that have, the majority, have spent our lives trying to better our situation, being thankful to Allah Ta'ala that He, by His decree, guided us back to the religion of our ancestors, and not just the Africans, but Adam, all of us, because we all, in terms of human family, we are from one mother and one father. And we are grateful and thankful that He guided us to Al-Islam, which is the truth. In terms of their claims about we wanting terrorism again, and homegrown terrorism, it is again an outrage, highly offensive, and again, it is
taking over America.
Yeah, that we want to take over America. Again, I'm someone that, as a result of speaking the truth, and this is a part of Americanism, that every American should share. I mean, even we are taught about men like Patrick Henry, who said, "Give me life, liberty, or give me death." And so it's a part of the American fabric that the American speak the truth. If we have nothing else, that freedom that people died for, it has to be preserved. And so I myself, being victim of a system that wants to limit the free expression of people that speak the truth against tyranny and oppression. I mean, I found myself, again, while teaching in Britain, there for many years, never having even a speeding ticket, finding myself being cast as a terrorist, placed in the news and all this. Upon return back to America, found myself indicted by my own country here and have no crimes and all of this. But when I actually looked to see what could I have done, spoke the truth about oppression that is happening right now in the Muslim lands, in which either our government is directly involved or have a hand in, or they refuse to do anything like was done in Bosnia, in Chechnya, and all these areas. So as a Muslim, we are tied to the overall plight of Muslims worldwide. We care and we love for every Muslim. And as an American, we want the best for all people, our people here in America. Because like myself and many of us, we have in our families Caucasians, like President Barack Obama. We have Hispanics and all of this. I have nieces that are Hispanic. And so we are tied. This is our country and land. We don't want no destruction. In terms of the claim of wanting an Islamic State, it is but the enemy of goodness and righteousness that would make a claim and try to degrade the people that only want to live peacefully, who want to live free of homosexuality, who want to live free of drugs infestation, of crime, you know, and crack cocaine, all these things that are brought in to the inner cities of America and to this country. They don't grow here. We never want to see harm come to our people here. We want our people in America to be able to choose. And we are grateful to Allah, the Most High, that give us the opportunity to tell our families, the Smiths, the Jones, the McCrays, the Youngs, our co-workers, you know, the people we went to school with, grade school, elementary school, about Allah, about the one God, about the last prophet, Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, and that Al-Islam, the religion of peace for all. And so, again, we are outraged about their claims, and we really feel that there's a much bigger picture here, and then one to justify budget or whatever the case may be, you know, this alleged war on terrorism. There is absolutely no need for any concern about any terrorism from the African American community. And if there is seen in the media what appears to be African American Muslims trying to blow up buildings, when you clearly examine the facts, you see that these people were not even Muslims. And if there will be found any Muslims, there'll be people that have not been educated, that have not been given any type of social help. There are people who are, again, just not, you know, really taught Islam properly. Because the Muslim in America, and we are again connected to Muslims everywhere, and we don't apologize for our faith, but here at home, we only want to see the best.
That's right.
We want the good to come, and that's Islam. Allah says in the Quran, in Surah Rahman, which is the 55th chapter of the surah in the Quran, he asked the question, Hal jazahu ihsan ila al-ihsan? Is there a reward for being good except for goodness? So when the Muslim seeks to do anything, he seeks that which is best. Concerning our brother, the Shaheed, Imam Luqman Abdullah, Rahimahullah Ta'ala, when we actually look at his life and his martyrdom, what actually was the reason for this is it was that Imam spoke the truth. And the best form of struggle in the cause of Allah, we know the Prophet ﷺ said, "Afdal jihad kalimat al-haq in the Sultan Jahil." He said that the best form of jihad, which is struggle, is to speak the truth to the unjust ruler. Speaking the truth. So yes, as a Muslim and as a leader of the community, the imams that are on the truth, that are not afraid to stand and speak truth, because this is what Americanism means to us, that we have the Allah-given right to speak the truth, to stand up against injustice wherever we may find it. So our Imam, he spoke the truth. And Allah, he talks about men like this in the Quran when he says, Ar-Rijal, Sadaqu ma'ahadallahi wa rasuluhu alayhi, that these men, that they are true to the covenant that they have made to Allah Ta'ala and to the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, and that they speak the truth, وَلَا يُخَافُونَ لَوْمَةٍ لَائِمٍ, and that they do not fear the blame or the reproach or the blamer. So our Imam, he was only assassinated, martyred because of speaking the truth. You won't find any bombs, he ever blew up anything. You won't find none of this. Likewise, you won't find this in the African American Muslim community.
Not even a fact record.
And what you will, if you examine us carefully, you will see that amongst us there are many, like myself, former United States Marines. You'll find former Green Beret, former Special Force, former Navy personnel, former auto workers or current auto workers. You'll find us currently involved in the overall goodness of the entirety of American society, which we are products of and which we are, this is our homeland.